Today I'm here with Janey Lee Grace, who is a fantastic woman supporting other women to get more confident. She has been a radio host for more than 22 years. She is one of the hosts at BBC Radio 2. She also writes books, and she has a fantastic club which is called the Sober Club, which is all about supporting people to stop drinking alcohol. But today we are going to talk about women and confidence and how you can be your own brand in a more confident way. I know you have an interview with BBC waiting for you, so let's get started. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here.
I'm really good. Pleasure to be here.
We're going to talk about women and confidence. Why is that?
Well, I think it's really important for women to recognise that, if they want to get a message out to the world, if they have a business or a brand or something they want to teach, it's really, really important to know who they are, to know that they are the brand and to be willing to step into the spotlight. And so many times I've seen women who have a fantastic message that perhaps they've written a book or perhaps they run a business or they have a charity or whatever it is they're doing, but they hide behind it and they're not willing to really stand in the spotlight themselves. And I completely understand this. We suffer from imposter syndrome. We think we're not quite good enough. We hide behind what it is we're offering. So women will say, oh, don't look at me. Look at the great therapy that I do. Or don't look at me. I've made some organic skincare. Look at that. But actually, the reality is people do business with those they like, know and trust. And in order to like, know and trust you, we need to be able to see you. We need to be able to know something of your energy in order to be attracted to be able to find out more.
Absolutely. So do you think this is more common with women than men then?
I do think there can be a case of that. I think that women are often drawn to do the work that makes their heart sing. Often the heart-centered business. Certainly a lot of the women I work with have come into the work they do because they want to make a difference, whether they're therapists or coaches or teachers or authors. They want to make a difference. And because they want to make a difference, it's super important for them to really step into their power and share the bits of their story that other people are going to connect with, to be able to be their authentic selves. And I think perhaps with years and years and years of just being busy serving others, often women can be really out of touch with what is great about them. We don't praise ourselves very much as women, and we can be very out of sync with which bits of our story we do want to share. Actually, the reality is, when we do step into our power, and I call it your unique brilliance, spelt Y-O-U, so step into your unique brilliance and ask yourself, what is it that's great about me? How can I attract the ideal clients for me? Who am I the right person for? And when you've got that kind of energy, it can you find that you will attract the right people for your niche, as it were, if you're in business, obviously.
I agree completely. And I also think that social media has destroyed a lot of confidence because we think that we have to go out there in a bikini and we have to have perfect bodies and perfect hair, and that it's all about the car you drive and the cocktail you drink and the hotel you're staying at, because that's those affluent, aspirational accounts that we follow, which is a dream world and doesn't really exist. It's not actually true because they've got stylists and they rent the place and they get the hotel stay for free because they are promoting it. But if you are in the holistic industries, for example, you're not selling that. You are still selling the product, and it isn't about you. We don't care what you look like. And of course, you need to look healthy if you're in health industries. But it is about the business after all. You just need to step out and speak on behalf of that and your passion within that and aligning yourself with your brand. That's how I see it, and find confidence in that.
Yeah. No, I think it's really true. And I think that, there really is, it's not a case of one size fits all when it comes to social media or marketing or PR generally. It really isn't. It's absolutely what feels authentic and true to you. I've seen women try and go down the route of very pushy marketing styles. And it's absolutely disastrous. It doesn't work unless it works. Perhaps it works for some people, but not for the people that I've met who are really working from their heart, from their passion, and trying to be pushy just does not not sit right. I think it's super important to really know your own strengths and to determine, okay, which bits of my story do I want to share? Often the bit you think you don't want to share is actually your gold. That's the piece that others will really resonate with. The been there, done it, got the T-shirt part. So I think all of us need to look at, okay, what is it about me then that I'm willing to share that I know will make a difference? And I think when we've really honed that, then we can properly hone our message and be willing to step up there with confidence. It's that authenticity. No one can take that away from you. It's not showing off, it's showing up to what you're meant to do.
You mentioned before that we've been serving for years and years, from beginning of history. We've been serving and nurturing and looking after other people, and we feel that we're very good at working for someone else, but not for ourselves and selling.
Yeah.
But when we look at our services as nurturing, that the product is what's going to serve. It's not about you going out there being a narcissist. It's about how you can help other people, isn't it, with what you do?
Yeah, exactly. I sometimes say to people, there's that lovely Marianne Williamson quote, which I can't remember the exact words, but the essence of it is something like, if you have a passion, a message to share with the world, actually, there's something really important that means you cannot suppress it forever. Actually, you can spin this around and say it's your duty to get your message out there, rather than being caught up in the ego of it all. How many more people will you be able to help when you're willing to just stand up and be seen and get your message out there?
Absolutely. And how many people don't get your help if you don't show up? People are going to lose out on the help they could get. So it is important to go out there and as yourself, to be authentic when you do it, because otherwise people are going to feel that you're not aligned, that heart and your mind and what comes out of your mouth. It's not aligned really.
Yeah, totally. It's super important, I think, to just get the skills you need, get the support you need. None of this it really isn't rocket science. It really is just skills. And don't do that thing that women so often do, which is, I'll do that, when the kids leave home, or when, you do it now. If you've got a dream, if there's something you want to do, just absolutely go for it. Get started. Because, if not now, when?
Absolutely. Janey, I know you've got to go. I think BBC is waiting on the other line, but thank you so much for sharing your time with us. How can people reach you and hang out with you?
So I'm everywhere on social media at Janey Lee Grace. My website is janeyleegrace.com, and I have a book called You Are the Brand, which might be of interest for this kind of topic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sweetie.
And thank you who have been watching. Until next time, bye-bye.